So 4.5 years ago, I started a environmental campaign called Unmask Palm Oil, and this started at Pakuranga College, where we had this idea of making the labelling of a product called palm oil, which causes environmental and social destruction in Southeast Asia, making the labelling of this oil compulsory on products. And so now we're at a point where across Australasia, where we work with some of the biggest zoos and governments and not-for-profits around, and in June we get to find out whether or not this will go ahead. So it's finally going to happen, and it will be 5 years in by the time we find out this decision. So I'm quite looking forward to knowing the result and being able to stop talking about palm oil at long last. And out of that has grown a real passion for public speaking. So I've been working with schools a lot, and I'd speak for a few years, and come back every year and talk about palm oil. And eventually the teacher would say to me, "You've spoken about palm oil quite a lot now, could you sort of talk about the sort of leadership process behind that?" So I started to speak about the leadership process behind it. And a couple of months ago I decided to jump into it properly and set it up as a bit more of a business in terms of the public speaking side of things. And since then I've been speaking in schools about my leadership experiences of starting Unmask Palm Oil. I've been working with people like Kieran from Young Innovators Collective. I think we've got 5 talks coming up in the next couple of months with Kieran, and been working with schools like Dowdle and New Zealand Youth Leadership Summit, basically working with these kids to give them some mentoring and give them some ideas and support around starting projects, which I wish I had when I was starting Unmask Palm Oil. So I'm always looking for new audiences, so if anyone's interested in having me come along and speak, I'm more than happy to do that. So it's my privilege to bring to a close the pitching. Thank you everyone.